Alright guys, let's do this. Welcome to Evolution Snowboarding game.
Yeah. What's going on?
This will be the third game in the GameCube block. It's not necessarily a GameCube exclusive, but I could not find it for PS2. I didn't even know it existed until I saw it for GameCube, so I picked it up. It's another Konami Extreme Sports game. How many of those did they make? I thought they only made like one, then I thought they only made two. Now here's another one I'd never heard of before. But
I think that's the most normal guy. Please tell me you picked a kawaii female.
So we're thrust right into it.
Because look at that guy's head is tiny.
Actually, I said, if you remember, I said that the next game where we could choose the character's name, I would have a very special name picked out for the character.
Protein robot.
I remember a year ago when these games were going through plot, and we had some excellent plot discussion. And in the last Konami games, we had the legacy of Rick McCrank. And so who better to bring into this great story? This is his story. This is Rick McCrank's snowboarding story. I'll see you guys after this cutscene.
There's a malfunction in the security system.
The prisoners in cell number 5 are making a commotion.
The guard gate injector unit safety valve has been disengaged. The room temperature is dropping fast.
Everyone man your posts. It's an emergency.
Loading of catapult number 8 has started. Shut it down.
You can escape from here, but after this, it's up to you. You're our last hope. Don't get yourself killed. Good luck.
Catapult number 8 has launched. Some prisoners have escaped.
Deploy the frontline troops. Don't let them escape.
The security door lock has been disengaged.
Kill them if necessary, but don't let them escape.
All right. So
Did that say something about a guard gate injector?
I don't know.
Something safety valve?
So Evolution Snowboarding is going to be a very unique game, but not necessarily unique in good ways. Or it's going to try some things that either aren't going to work or are just going to be incredibly weird. Do you remember Evolution Skateboarding?
Yes, I do.
How we were blown away because it had boss battles.
Yes, I do.
Well, not only does this game have boss battles, this game has like a story behind it. But hardly a story, because the game doesn't really tell you anything.
Oh,
However,
good.
you can also... There's combat in this game. There's
You're
direct
blowing them
hand-to-hand,
motherfuckers out.
foot-to-face combat.
Yep.
Alright. So this is taken from the instruction manual of the game. And I'm going to scan it, and I'm going to probably put the picture up in the description or something, because this is the plot of Evolution Snowboarding.
Hold on, do you want to read that or should I? I could read it.
I'll read it.
Do it in a good voice.
Year 20XX. Earth is plagued by an inexplicable and lethal change in climate. Sweltering heat melts the ice in polar regions, while violent snowstorms whip through tropical zones. Something must be done before it is too late. Strange creatures appear before the frightened inhabitants of Earth, ripping through the frozen streets, wreaking havoc and leaving destruction in their wake. They are Boardroids. Thus begins their raid of terror, dead land petrified in permanent frost. You awaken in a crevasse blanketed by snow. It is a strange world, all mechanical humming and spurts of steam. You have no idea how you got there. Run. Somebody is talking to you. You can still make it. Go now. The voice jolts you to your feet. The escape route's been cleared. The rest is up to you. You start to run.
What were they called? Boardroids?
Boardroids. So how this works is there are
Boardroids.
8 areas to the game, and you'll get out of this tutorial section. It's the tutorial section.
How is this a tutorial? I haven't seen a single prompt on screen to tell you what to do.
Well, you can't die, no matter how bad you do. So it's
Okay.
supposed to be like, experiment with the controls, figure out what punching is, figure out what jumping is. Even though, like when you jump, I swear, you just go smack right back to the ground. No, it's like you hop an inch, and that's it.
Nice.
So once you get out of the tutorial section, Well, the first zone, it's always going to be the same first zone. You're going to get sent to that. And then after that, there are zones in this game, and each zone has like 10 missions in it, ranging from race through the zone, through checkpoints, trying to get the fastest time, to kill as many people along the way as possible, to collect as many collectibles as you can. But we'll see that in the next video. This will
Real
be...
quick question about the combat.
Yeah.
I saw you pick up a bat and a chain, and you had both.
Yeah.
So you're dual wielding.
Yes.
Can you do like 2 bats or 2 chains or something?
No. No.
Oh.
Bat and chain are basically the only weapons you'll see for a while.
Oh, okay.
But you get out of the tutorial, and our first location will be Boomtown.
Boom.
Danny Cass will be waiting for us. This game got a bunch of professional snowboarders to, you know, be in the game, or at least have their likeness in the game.
Okay.
The game's kind of got some weird things that it's advertising. It's mainly advertising the soundtrack, because I'm not going to show the intro because it's got copyrighted music, but it advertises heavily that it's got music courtesy of Roadrunner Records, like Slipknot and Stone Sour and Killswitch Engage and 36 Crazy Fists.
What the fuck is that last one?
And 5.0 and Chimera,
What?
like Chimara.
Yeah, I've never seen Chimera spelled that way, but...
So, also at the start, you don't have shit for stats.
Wow.
You've got one stat that's a little better than the others, but that's why my
That's-
jump was so weak. I had no jump. That's why my attack was so weak. I had no attack.
Part of me thinks maybe we shouldn't have named the character Rick McCrane, because we don't want to shame his name.
No, this is his story. This is his
Rise to
rise.
fame.
Rise to fame.
Rise to survive.
Or at least rise to be the savior of the human race.
Well, he was already that.
But he has to prove himself again.
Okay.
The rest of this video will kind of be me going through the menus. I didn't know whether I wanted to go into the first level.
So
because,
they kind of have you packaged.
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
kind of cool.
Because I knew that, you know, there were 10 events in each level. I got a little confused here because I was like, wait, how the hell did I just scroll right past my guy?
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, the stat system, you get points, and the points you use to increase your stats, and the higher it is, the more points it'll cost to increase the next thing. At the start, you don't have any different gear, you gotta just wear that.
Yeah.
It's your treason gear. Yeah. So, things about the gameplay, I guess I'll explain in the next video once we actually get into more gameplay. Again, that first thing was really a tutorial. You couldn't die, no matter how many times you got hit. But the game doesn't really explain much. I mean, I thought you could just, like, hit the punch.
What?
Dainty little feet. Dainty little
Does that affect
snowboard
anything, or is
No,
it just
I don't
visual?
know. Snowboarding games do this thing where you can, like, change your, like, angles and your bindings. And I guess in real life that would kind of change things up a little, but...
47. Good.
47, yes, I saw that. I also may have forgotten what the preset was, but this isn't going to come up. I'm not looking at my character's feet. So, I guess a little preview of what's to come. If you remember my one video of ESPN Winter X Games Snowboarding, I said that was maybe the worst game I've ever played, because every single mechanic in it was awful.
Oh, fuck.
And this was also a Konami game? Or wait, was Winter Snowboarding in a Konami game?
ESPN. I don't know. Maybe.
I
can't remember.
Oh, dear. Well, this game heavily reminds me of that, because there are quite a few of the same systems in place. But they did have a year to refine it. And so some things got a little bit better, but you may have heard me bitching at one of the later levels earlier, and I said this game must have been coded by an entire preschool class. Evolution Snowboarding is going to be an experience, folks, and so...
Damn it.
Stick around for
Fuck.
the first video, first
Shit.
actual video, Boomtown. That'll be next, and I'll see you guys then.
See you guys then.